I represent Surulere 2 Federal Constituency. I'm from Lagos State. It will interest you to note that this all-important College of Education is needed in my constituency in Lagos. My constituency is heavily densely populated. In this community, we have well over 5 million inhabitants that cuts across every part of Nigeria. It's the true Nigerians, where you have people from the north, from the east, from the south, all coexist as one Nigeria. The need for federal colleges of education in Ijesha is very vital in view of the fact that the need for the shortage of teachers in my constituency in Lagos State and in Nigeria. This College of Education will enhance teaching and will make sure that our children, our words, get the best of what is required in this 21st century in order to enhance our educational capability. Also, it will help the informal sector, whereby it will boost trade, it will boost participation, and it will make sure that things are done accordingly. I want to say that everybody should please support this College of Education in Ijesha, in Surulere. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Today marks 2 years of being elected into office through the ballot box. We're all excited. We want to thank Nigerians for the opportunity. I want to thank my constituents for that opportunity to serve them, to be their voice in the House. This bill in itself is a landmark bill for my constituents, because education is the bedrock of any society, and the idea of being enough or not being enough is not in play. Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million, the yearnings in which we would enhance our educational integration should be high. For my own vision, I believe that colleges of education should be situated in every local government of Nigeria, vis-a-vis because of our population. You see, the thing is that the idea to which we want to integrate developments in terms of the 21st century development, you're talking about artificial intelligence, now you're talking about so many things where research is very eminent. And where does that lead us? It leads us that adequate shortage of those teachers should be paramount in our pursuits for educational advancement. And how do we leverage on that? You see, the fixation of furnitures and fittings, those ones are some things that for me I don't lean on, coupled with the fact that, you know, pre-COVID and post-COVID had brought a lot of dynamics into how education should be seen. And, you know, in terms of research, if we have these colleges of education where research is enhanced, you know, the way we see teaching and the methodology might differ now. So I think the need for having educational centers that are research-based is pertinent to our country now and to the development of this country, Nigeria. Okay, so like I rightly said at the public hearing, I said that the dynamics in my own constituency is a true Nigerian. You have people from the north, from the south, from the west, and from the east. They all cohabit in my constituency. So it's like a mini Nigeria. It's like a driving text case whereby we can bring all these tendencies together and do a proper research in how educational enhancement can be integrated. And you see, the informal sectors too, where trade, you know, I mean, that's our strength, where we could trade and make sure that that cohabitation in terms of leveraging as Nigerians can be enhanced. You know, so that's what makes my unique. And I believe that for me, I mean, we should have a lot of it. A lot of it. We should not be limited by the euphoria that it has to be one per state. we should have where they need the right population in my area. Just a community over 5 million. I mean, you should begin to see what that would mean to the community itself. I also belong to this school of thought, but I mean, the narratives can differ. You see, education is not cheap anywhere in the world, except we're kidding ourselves. It requires a lot of funding, it requires a lot of interventions and all that. So we begin to change the narrative to look at it from that perspective. The only way you can enhance that is to provide a leverage where there's a public-private partnership, where private sectors too can come in and impact on this, where we can come in and look at the mix of how best to fund our educational system, because it's a huge aspect of our development, and we will not shy away from it. So it's a discourse that we must all sit down and negotiate because of the future of the next generation of Nigeria. For me, it's about policy development. How do we make sure that our own country, my dear country, the country I love so much, how do we move from where we are to the next level? And this is outlined in Mr. President's Renew Hope agenda. I mean, it shows that if we drive it along that line, I mean, greater things and better things will begin to happen for us as a country, and citizens will begin to smile, and the poor will breathe. Thank you.